We're off. Hey everyone, and welcome to Chef AJ Live. I'm your host, Chef AJ, and this is where I introduce you to amazing people like you who are doing great things in the world that I think you should know about. Well, if you watch my show regularly, you know that the second Tuesday of the month at 2 p.m. Pacific time, we have a fabulous show called Feeling Great with Lissa and Nate of Raw Food Romance. Well, they are breezing into town. They are here in my kitchen, and they are going to be showing us how to make the best ever hand salads, which are known as wraps. They are vegan, they are raw, they are low fat. Many of you didn't want to buy Lissa's book, even though it was purchased by Dr. Alan Goldhammer, and he's making the wraps now, not him personally, Chef Bravo for the patients in True North, because you don't like ebooks. Well, guess what? It's hardcover now. So you might want to check it out. I just need to do a few settings here before I can go in the kitchen and work with them. Now, listen, I'm going to be going in the kitchen and once I'm sure that we're broadcasting, which I think we are. The only way I'll know for sure, actually, though, is to open the chat. Sorry about that. Let's just make sure somebody's there. Once I hear that somebody's there, I'm going to go to the kitchen. I'm going to watch them roll them. I am going to taste them. And then I will try to come back to see if there's any questions. But without further ado, I am going to go into the kitchen right now.
Hello.
Okay, we're here. We're live. Is this happening?
Here we go.
It's on?
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, so cool. Look at.
Yay. Hello, everyone. Look at what I have in my kitchen.
I got to get a picture of these two.
I said if she made the food for me, I'd go raw. So I had my first raw meal last night. And now, I mean, it's not that I've never eaten raw, but I've never eaten this kind of raw. So,
yes.
And look, it's a book now. You guys wanted it to be a book.
Sure.
There's pictures and everything. It smells so good in here. I cannot wait to eat these. I've made them, but I bet they're going to be better when Lissa makes them. And I have never been able to roll them. When I roll them, they're like these like massive, whatever. So
Okay, smile for the camera real quick.
Look, we're about the same height.
Yeah.
I thought she was little because when she's on the show, it's like the counter is here and she's there. So.
Oh.
All right. So we made special ones with purple sweet potato.
Yum.
Just for you.
My favorite.
So what I did was I packed them in this Ziploc bag and they're separated by parchment. I made 20 wraps to bring here and
how many
share.
are in there? 10?
I think there's 10. Yeah.
10 wraps in the bag.
How long will they last in a bag like this?
Weeks.
It's like about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks,
right?
Nice.
Approximately. I mean, they could probably go longer. We've had them go a little longer.
I smell the everything bagel seasoning.
Yes.
Come on, let's just eat.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Well, you want to do two different ones? We'll do a purple and a.
These ones next. Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to pass this over to Nate.
Oh, I love it.
There we go.
I was asking Lissa yesterday, like, because I'm so used to eating a high starch. We both eat low fat vegan diets, but I'm like, how am I going to get enough calories if I'm just eating, vegetables and fruit, and I don't want to eat a lot of nuts? And she said, wraps. Not that they're like fattening, but they are more calorically dense, and they'll give you the satiation you need on a raw diet.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very, very filling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do first is let's flip these over. Because we are hungry. All of us are hungry.
We are all very hungry.
They took a very long hike this morning.
So this is some oil-free cashew cheese.
You made this?
No, this is actually from Treeline.
Yeah, this is a.
They do oil-free
cashew
cheese.
I don't think I've seen them. Is this like at Whole Foods?
Might be able to find them at Whole Foods. We'll have to check when we run to the store.
I have not seen Treeline.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We love Treeline because we usually make our own cashew cheese. And, sometimes it's nice to be able to just grab one.
Right.
Yeah.
So we like Treeline because of that fact. It's like just the only cheese that we found.
I'm going to look this up. They brought a cooler with them that's like solar powered. I mean, they're like a self-contained unit. Let me tell you.
Well, see, that's the tricky thing is when you go vegan, of course, there's lots of really amazing options out there, which is awesome for people. But when you go raw,
no, there's nothing. There's one restaurant that I can take them to. Thank you, Angelique at Zest Kitchen.
I'll do mine.
Okay. Yep. Okay, cool.
It smells good. It smells like real cream cheese.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
it is so good.
so good.
Here,
It's like a garlic
maybe
onion.
take a piece of lettuce here, and here, babe. Oh, here, right here.
I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten since last
Try
night.
a piece of that. Charles, you should have tried a piece too. Here.
It's good.
One for the cameraman.
Yeah. It's very garlicky.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It
It's
kind of
really
reminds
good.
me of Boursin, this
Oh,
French
yeah.
cheese that I used to get when I was little.
Okay.
I used to have that too.
So next what we have is some iceberg, which I think this might be the first time we've ever put iceberg in the
In the
wraps.
wrap, yeah.
So
We
I think
usually just stick with romaine.
since the iceberg is so much more water rich, what we could do is the romaine is a little bit drier. Maybe we'll put the romaine in first, just to kind of create a little bit of that barrier.
There we go. Let's try.
And we're doing 4, so I'm gonna try to
Mhm.
be as conserving as I can with that.
Did you take the lettuce I have in there? 'Cause I have
Yeah.
something in there.
Oh,
Okay.
we just
Okay.
did this, the iceberg.
Let's see. Let me just see.
Okay.
Something else.
Oh, that's gonna be so good though, the iceberg.
Right?
I love iceberg lettuce.
Oh,
some more. Oh, we got the mixed green.
sweet.
Oh, the mixed
Yes.
greens.
Yeah, we can put that
Yeah, we
on
could
too.
throw some of that in
We'll
there.
do 2 more after this.
Perfect, we'll
that'll
use
be
that for
perfect.
then.
Okay.
Okay,
That'll be good.
thank you.
All right, so we've got
I
our
will do my
lettuce
best
in.
to go in there and see if there's any questions or comments on Facebook, Instagram.
Right,
I'm really excited for you to be able to try
Mhm.
these in front of us. And
right.
we're in Chef AJ's
Yeah,
kitchen.
baby.
This is the coolest.
I've never been able to really wrap these where they're not,
Mhm.
you know,
Mm.
like we're good.
We're gonna
So
teach
you
you.
basically do half. Is
Yep,
Yeah.
so half.
And then, so what we do is the bottom triangle with lettuce. Then what I like to do is try to keep it in the center
Ooh, I
because,
have purple cabbage if you need it. Let me go get it.
Yeah, we can show a cool trick on how we like to do the purple cabbage shredded up with a vegetable
Vegetable
peeler,
peeler.
because it comes out like angel hair, like this, like really thin. And
Mhm.
cabbage is pretty roughage, like it's really hardy. So it is nice to have
He's got it all
thin
ready.
slices.
Jeez.
Oh,
Chef
that's
AJ
our
is
slices
like
ready
the
to go.
pro at having things
They look
done
good,
already.
right?
And I buy them that
Right.
way.
Yep.
So look at here, we'll just throw a little bit of that in there for some color.
Do a little color.
All the recipes are now in print, but you can also get it as an ebook.
Yes, and if you get sadly the print version, we have no control over the sales.
Right.
So like if it goes on sale or whatever, that's just Amazon, choosing to put it on sale. But if you get the digital version from the PayHip store, anyone can use code rawfood40 and get 40% off. So if you get the digital, but yeah, the print version's available on Amazon.
Now, the only con, and I know maybe you have this remedied, is there's no clickable links in the paper version, obviously.
Right. Yeah. There's a QR code
There it
that you
is.
can take a picture with your phone,
QR
and it
code.
takes you to like the videos and the links and other stuff that's in there too. So
Look at here, we've got some delicious microgreens.
microgreens.
These are going to be so good.
Force.
We've got 4 wraps, so try to be conservative. Just split it evenly.
Nice.
Mhm.
Oh, and then we have some radish kimchi.
Some Cindy
We'll just
Yee's
put a little
kimchi.
bit on
Shout out
there.
to Cindy Yee's kimchi. She's local up in the Southern Oregon area. You
Just
can
a
get it
little
at
bit.
Food for Less, or you could get it at the co-op if you're up there in Southern Oregon. It's our favorite kimchi.
I've been running to the room to see if there's any questions or comments. And so far, the only one I see is what are the wraps made of? They are
Oh.
low fat. They are made of fruits and vegetables, or
Good.
sometimes things like sweet potatoes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sweet
break that
potatoes,
down. What do you have in your bag?
apples, dates, carrots sometimes.
They're so beautiful.
Right? Yours is packed.
Charles,
Oh
look
my
at this
gosh.
one.
You're
Oh my
packing yours
God.
big.
We're
Okay,
back.
we're gonna do, so let's talk a little bit about this
Yes.
tray here.
Talk about that.
So we normally only use tomatoes if we're eating them right now.
Because they're too wet otherwise.
Yes, exactly. So if we use tomatoes and then have them for the next day, then they can get, just like a regular wrap, it can get soggy or whatever. So we are doing these ones. We're gonna all eat half today, right?
Oh, we're only getting a half?
No,
Well, no.
we're gonna make 2 more,
Yeah.
and then we have
Yeah.
another half.
Okay,
You'll have a
so
whole-
wait, so we're gonna, because we're so hungry, we're each gonna eat half of this right now.
Yes, yeah,
And I'll eat it on
exactly.
camera.
Half right now.
Okay.
And we'll have another,
Don't worry,
half
worry.
that's
You're gonna
dry.
get some.
Don't
Yes.
worry.
So the tomatoes, let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll just follow suit. We'll just throw these tomatoes on there. And we have, well, here.
I'll take one.
Okay.
If it's not too heavy, you should show your solar powered cooler that
Oh,
you
yeah.
travel.
Right.
You know, it's funny because when I teach my weight loss classes, people are like, "Oh, this is so inconvenient.
Yeah.
Bringing, my salad dressing to a restaurant or having to stop at Wendy's for a baked potato." But like to do it the way you guys do, oh my gosh. But to do it 100% raw like you do, I mean, you got it dialed in,
So the reason that we did that too is there's just nowhere to go to get good raw food. So we just do it like this on the tailgate of our truck.
It's amazing.
And the only way that we could do that is to have that solar powered generator.
Here's
amazing
avocado for you.
Oh, very good.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Actually, I might want one more piece of it.
You gotta hope you can get a picture so I can post it.
Oh, yeah.
So amazing.
We will definitely get
These
pictures.
beautiful. This is beautiful.
Isn't that?
These
Aren't
are
they
purple
pretty?
microgreens.
They're
Purple radish,
they're
I
purple
believe.
radish
Yeah.
microgreens. Yeah.
Yeah, we always like to get the pretty colors and
Oh, so
everything.
good.
Okay, so I think we're ready. Nate's is much
the kind
bigger.
I'm the kind of person that likes to rinse my hands after
Wait,
everything.
so Charles is not a big eater. Who's the bigger eater of you two?
I think we're both like really similar.
I was
Like
gonna
we
say,
both have the same size
I
bowls.
was gonna say who's
and-
gonna get this big half,
Oh,
Charles
okay.
can have one of these.
Yeah, he can eat
Yeah,
the baby
okay.
version.
Okay, you want to roll yours first?
Okay, so this is how I like to roll them. So I like to have everything in the center portion because if you put your fillings too much to the side, then you're folding those in as well. So you're bulking it up. So if you have it just like in the center here,
Okay.
it makes it a lot easier to roll.
Okay.
So then you pull up one side and you pull up the other side.
Like a triangle.
Like a triangle.
Okay.
And she's,
like an envelope.
and she's using her hand to hold those together. Really important not to let it go.
Yeah. And then you bring up the bottom portion so it looks like an envelope.
Yeah.
Right? Then you can tuck the corners if you want, which we'll do.
Which really kind of helps tuck those.
Yeah, it tucks the corners. And then because the wraps are such like great quality, like they don't rip very easily, you can just kind of like, they're pretty strong. And just be like a little bit gentle. Squeeze, squeeze and roll, squeeze and roll, just like this, squeeze and roll.
My stomach's
All the way up. I know they smell so good.
Here.
And that's the wrap. So, and it sticks together, decently because of the cashew cheese.
That's a wrap.
And
that's
these were made
wrap.
with purple sweet potato.
Yes. So they're
Wow.
purple because we used purple sweet potato. There's apples, dates, onion, and just a little bit
And
of.
so that's the starch. I mean, maybe some filling.
Exactly.
Filling.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. I like to cut a little bit like that. So there we go. Cut it like that.
Yes.
And
Here it is.
here it is, the best part.
The best part.
Whoa, a reveal of a rainbow and a cornucopia of flavor.
And then you can use any sauce you want. The wrap book has a bunch of different sauce recipes in it.
I bet
But
it's
even just
already
this is,
good,
like,
just
so
with the
good.
avocado and the cashew cheese.
And
Exactly.
we brought some desert wrap.
Yes. Okay, so I'll just take.
I didn't even know how to use those papers.
These are
I'll
really
tell you,
great.
they're really easy.
I've seen a lot of times people use those red and white check papers.
Yeah, we have those
That's
too.
fun.
So to make these, what I do is just put it in the center. I roll up the bottom. And then I kind of like divot in the side, roll it up, divot in the side, roll it up. And then there we go. And you could tape it if you want.
Look at that.
But yeah, and there's
And that can go in your backpack, in your lunchbox, with you on the bus,
On the plane, on the train.
plane. Yep, everywhere. It's the coolest
Now, are
thing.
you able to match your wrapping skills?
Okay, we're gonna
Oh,
try.
yes.
We're gonna try.
Good. You're good at
Let's-
wrapping, but yours
let's
is
just-
packed.
Let's get level here real quick with you guys so you can see like we've
I mean,
got
it's a pound of vegetables.
got
I
a-
wouldn't be surprised.
a
I mean,
good amount.
this is so much more fun than eating a salad, in my opinion.
It
That's
is.
why
Oh yeah.
it is fun.
That's why they're
why-
called hand
That's hand
salads.
salad.
That's why it's called hand salads. I mean, you will fall in love with vegetables if you make the wraps.
So like Lissa said, having the ingredient in the center really helps. Now we're like definitely stuffed on this one.
Nate
Right.
went a little epic.
Crazy.
He went epic with it.
We're just going hardcore, as I like to say. So we'll fold in the sides,
I know.
right?
It's like, let's fill it.
And then same thing, just give it a little bit of pressure, not too much,
Give
and just
it a little love. Yeah.
give it the go.
Give a
Look at,
little bit.
oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Look at that.
See, I will eat that whole thing, except that they're only going to give me a half at a time.
Look at how
But don't
big it
worry.
is to your head.
We are going to wrap 2 more.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah, they don't need to see it unless you want them to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Then can we eat while we're
We can eat while we're talking.
Yeah,
Can I
so
at least taste it?
absolutely.
Yes, go
Here,
for
let
it.
me wrap you up real quick.
Okay.
So say you want to eat it right now.
I do.
We're just gonna go like this.
I think that half's bigger.
Oh, you want the bigger
I'm
half?
just kidding. You're a boy. You can have the bigger half.
Charles gets the bigger one.
No, he doesn't need as much.
Oh, okay.
This one.
There.
So once it's wrapped, yeah, we could just unwrap it.
Oh, look at that. Boom.
All right.
Now, of course, the sauce is good. You like spicy?
I do, but can I taste it plain first?
Absolutely.
All right.
It's big.
Mm.
It's a big one.
It's so good.
Here, come in here. Let's.
Mm.
Oh, Chef AJ.
If they sold these, they'd be millionaires.
Well, maybe we need to talk about a
If people-
business plan. Get a restaurant going.
If
or
people
something.
could get these, they would not only be vegan, but they'd be raw.
You know, my dream really is a drive-through. Like, could you imagine a drive-through and like? they
Okay,
just roll
Charles,
it
get
for
in
you?
here.
Yeah, Charles.
Get
come
in
on
here.
All right.
This one's for Charles.
Is that one wrapped up? Yep, good.
There we go.
There.
Yum.
The onion just makes it, the little bit of
Right.
onion.
Mmm.
Mm.
That's really good.
Right?
Yeah, so our friend of ours, Ted Carr, he
Mhm.
will say like these ingredients by themselves are kind of boring. You know, I mean, it's like they're delicious.
Does John Kohler like these?
Uh-huh.
John loves them.
Mm-hmm.
But when you put them in a wrap, like you said, it's just it's so much more fun to eat it because who doesn't love eating with their hands, right? And then of course, if you have a sauce, which we've got some, I don't know if you guys have ever had this. This is the wild brine sriracha,
It's a raw fermented sriracha.
a raw fermented sriracha.
How
So
hot is it?
it's
Just use a little bit.
tiny bit.
A little bit. He doesn't like hot, but I'll
Okay.
try it.
Try that.
Yeah.
See what you think.
Mm.
We're all like, this is lunch.
This is so good.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Mhm.
good.
I mean, if this was sold at a restaurant, what do you think it would cost? $12?
No,
I would pay personally
I would pay $25 for a whole wrap
for a whole
or
wrap.
2 halves.
I would because I know what goes into making the actual wrap.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, to make it affordable for people, like, I mean, it would be great if they could get a whole wrap for $16 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shoot, you can't even get a Chipotle for $14 or whatever it seems like.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, this is so
The
good.
ingredients are not necessarily expensive to
No,
make the
no,
wraps. I mean, they do need a dehydrator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you
special
do need
trays.
you do need a square one. The round ones don't work.
Correct. Yeah.
What's cool
And
about
the special trays are only $14 though.
Yeah, and they last you forever.
and what's
like,
cool
you
about
have
the
those
the
forever.
hand salad book
Mhm.
is
Mhm.
there's 34 different actual wraps recipes and the filling ideas. So you could do all kinds of really like we have one of my favorites is called the to no fish. Like you're cheersing to no fish, you know, and it tastes like tuna fish because you know the ingredients and just how the pate is made.
Mhm.
And I myself like
Sunflower, tartar.
just love that one.
Cheers.
Mm.
As much of a little piggy as I am, this is actually filling.
It is. It is very, very, very filling. And that's the thing that we love about the wraps. Like you said, some people go raw and they're hungry often. And that's the number one thing that I find with coaching people and talking to people is they have a hard time eating enough on
Staying
raw
full.
because it's so low calorie density, which is good, but you have to eat more to get enough calories. So the wraps are so helpful. You can take them traveling. Like I took them on the airplane just fine.
Mhm.
They let me through with it.
I did too.
Mhm.
Eating them on the airplane.
What would it take to have like, you know, Dylan Holmes with Well Your World? He doesn't have dehydrated project, but what would it take to have like a manufacturing facility? Because even though they're not hard to make and I've made them, they're harder to make than buying them.
Yeah.
So could there be somebody out there that just makes these? Because I know people would buy these.
We've thought about that, and it would be like, you know, when you buy like fresh bread at the store, it only has like so long, right? Like they would definitely be a more perishable item than something that is, you know, safe.
Thank you.
Have you ever
So I
frozen
had one a
these?
little bit already.
Have you frozen these ever?
Mm-mm.
We haven't frozen.
No, So when they're flat like that, I did freeze one just to test, and it cracked because you have to lay it flat, right? So you need to have like special space dedicated in your freezer to lay it flat. But it did crack for me. I'm not sure if other people have done it before, but I just recommend make it and eat it, you know, with a timely manner. Like
By the way, you don't have to be 100% raw or even vegan to enjoy these wraps, because
100%.
I've made them and filled them with honey yams, you know, spread out, and people could put beans and rice in. Like, you don't have to feel because it's a raw. It
could be like a replacement to the tortilla.
Right, because you don't have to feel because it's a raw wrap. You have to put raw ingredients in if you're not raw. And like you say, tortillas have gluten and wheat often. And yeah, this is much healthier because it's basically fruits and vegetables. How do you make that?
Wrap.
How do you make the blue one? Spirulina?
Okay, so
I know, we're just macking that. Wish you could have a bite.
If people could eat this, it'd be no trouble getting people to be raw and vegan. You know, the next two, you should have me and Charles see if we can roll them, because then it could be very embarrassing.
We'll have you.
We'll
have you guys roll them. We'll film you.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'll be awesome. Okay, so the blue wrap, it's basically the exact same recipe as this one, but instead of using purple sweet potato, I use the white one, right?
Like the Hana,
like
or the Japanese.
Yeah. So it's a very light color. And then what I do is I put 2 cups of water in the blend to blend it. In the water, I add 2 teaspoons of blue spirulina. And that colors the water, which in turn colors the wrap. And then they're like a really super vibrant blue. They're so pretty.
Didn't you get like 11 million views on that one?
Yep, 11 million views on the reel on Instagram.
It's funny because people would be like, that's not natural. But it is natural. And of course, it's interesting to picture like how many things are blue out there, like Skittles or M&Ms or gummy bears or whatever. And that's not, that's even more unnatural than the blue spirulina. But it is interesting how cool that blue turns out on the wrap.
You know, it would be amazing in a wrap, a sushi wrap. If you could take all the ingredients that I mean, because, I'm not raw, so I'm not yet, but like imagine the rice, the ginger, the pickled ginger, the wasabi, the avocado. Imagine like if you could have a sushi wrap. That would be incredible.
Well,
I actually have an idea
the one you just made, though, when you brought up the organ with the rice and the corn. And
so do you remember Chef AJ? About 2 weeks ago, we did a show and I made that fiesta rice. I put that in the wrap and it was like lettuce, the fiesta rice, some avocado was in the rice itself. And tomato, I think I put in mine. And I took those ones on the airplane. They were so good. And we gave one to your son, Jonah. And he said it was like,
he's like, this is like raw chipotle.
Raw chipotle.
It kind of reminded me of like an Italian, a Mexican-Italian cross kind of, vibe. It was really, really good. Of course, like Charles, you're macking down dry.
Once again, I'm the first one to finish. This happens every time we eat together. I think I'm 1, you're 2, you're 3, you're 4.
Charles is loving it up.
Yeah,
Here's the thing.
enjoying this.
This would get people to eat more salads and eat more, raw or not. It's just like the texture of the wrap. It's like chewy, but it's not hard to chew. It's just really satisfying. And for those of you that avoid bread for whatever reason, this is now your bread.
And what's fun too is being that it's a salad is the different dressing recipes. So in the book, 34 different wrap recipes. So every tortilla is different, essentially the tortilla, and every filling ingredient list somewhat is different. I mean, of course, there's a lot of similar ingredients.
You don't need dressing, to be honest, with the avocado and that little swipe.
There you go.
I mean, we're just
you don't even need the dressing.
This on for spicy, but like for example, if it has jalapenos in it, you really don't need dressing unless you won't choose to.
But what's cool is there's also 34 different dressing recipes, and I think you also have. Did you put? There's a cheese in there too.
Yes, there's a bunch of different kinds of.
And
cheeses.
how to make kimchi, how to make sauerkraut, because that's really good to put in there too. Because you could squeeze on a little dressing. Makes it fun, delicious, changes the flavor profile. Yeah, look, she's done already.
I'm close. I'm close. You beat me.
I've been begging Charles for almost 5 years to come on my show. He never did, just so you know.
Was it the first time? Was it the first time?
He came on once when we were doing the Indiegogo fundraiser for our friend that's
Elbows.
quadriplegic.
Mm,
Today I came on for the wrap.
we got him on. Mm.
It may be the best thing I've ever eaten. I'm gonna run to the computer, see if
Okay.
there's any questions, and I'll be right
Thank you.
back.
How cool is that?
Awesome. Thanks, Charles.
How cool is that? We're right
So
here
cool.
in Chef AJ's kitchen.
Mhm.
This is like really surreal for both Lissa and I. 'Cause
Yeah. Chef AJ and
we're a
Charles.
fan, just like you, right? Like we're fans of Chef AJ. She's amazing. Charles back
Oh
here,
my God.
making sure all the technical stuff is working properly. They're such
We are
beautiful
so
people.
grateful to you guys.
So
We
grateful.
love you so much. It's
Cheers.
such a
Cheers for
honor
joining
to
in.
be here.
Hopefully you guys are eating a good, healthy lunch. So yesterday we were driving here and we're like really hungry. You know, we're trying to make good time because we wanted to get here kind of early and get to bed early. We like to get to bed early. Getting to bed early is cool. And we had to just stop and make one of these on the tailgate.
yes.
So that's what we did. We just stopped, threw down the tailgate. We had the ingredients in our truck. You know, we got some shredded carrots. We bought the shredded cabbage already, right? So you don't have to cut that kind of stuff up. We cut fresh on the tailgate, the tomato, the bell pepper, and the avocado and the onion. Essentially, that was it. Maybe we prepped the lettuce. We whooped these out and probably like a good, I don't even know. What do you think?
It's like 10, not even 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes. And then we're eating delicious meal at a, we stopped at a park. It wasn't a rest area. But we've eaten these in the gas station. Like, oh, I'm famished. We're fueling up our vehicle. Well, let's fuel up our bellies.
Yeah.
We're eating them in a gas station.
Honestly, you are a slow eater. Honestly, I mean, I could be satisfied with a half,
Yeah.
but the little piggy in me wants to eat another. But
And we will.
But no, but I am satisfied.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, honestly, like,
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like I want maybe just a little something sweet, but it was very filling.
And if you have the dressing would add
sometimes the
more
dressing
calories.
adds
Yeah,
more.
no, but I mean, I actually am feeling quite full. I'm guessing, Charles, you wouldn't want another half, right?
I could go with maybe another
Fourth of a half.
1/4.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna-
because they're so
good. We're gonna take a tummy rest while we talk to you, but I saw a couple of comments, which was first, what was the sauce?
Mm.
So this is something that I'm just hearing about right now, a raw sriracha sauce. Where did you get it?
So you could probably get this at Whole Foods, Sprouts.
Oh, I've seen it in other places too. Like in Canada, I used to get it at
So it's raw
Superstore.
because it's not cooked. So regular
Right.
siracha is cooked. Okay.
Right.
And this is by the company Wild Brine.
Yes.
So if a store carries wild brine like kimchi, sauerkraut,
Which they use, well, a lot of do.
A lot of
like
them
even
do.
Costco sells
gosh, they're like
wild brine.
everywhere. You could
Mhm.
just ask the store, hey,
Right.
could you get some of the sriracha? Maybe they'll start carrying it for you.
We're going to a movie, so we should probably eat another half just to be safe.
Mhm.
And so there was really no sauce other than they did a swipe each of this tree line cashew cheese.
Mhm.
Yes.
So-
Oil free,
Yep.
which is amazing.
Mhm.
And yeah.
Here's some of the
Mm.
pictures. For those of you that like actually hand books that you can hold in your hand. For those that you don't, you can get the ebook one, which many of us already
I like
have.
this one a
Mm.
lot.
Yeah, that's a good one for sure.
Yeah.
And Sid on Instagram saying, darn it, she has a raw dehydrator. I mean, not a raw, a round dehydrator, which unfortunately, I don't know how you'll ever get them to work because they have to be square, I think, to roll, right?
Because you would have a hole in the center of your wrap, which kind of defeats the purpose, right?
Yeah, all the fillings would fall
Yeah,
out.
so you do need a square one. And actually,
Oh yeah, Excalibur.
so get this, Excalibur is having a huge Memorial Day
Right
sale
now.
right now until May
Mhm.
27th. So if anybody wants, you can find me on Instagram and send me a direct message and just write the word Excalibur and it'll automatically send you a link to Excalibur's website. On Instagram, I'm at Raw Food Romance for those who are curious, but that'll get you the link.
Oh
But you
my
can-
God, the burger
yeah,
wrap. So we
burger
could put one of
wraps.
your raw burgers in here.
Mhm.
Yes, actually,
Let's do it.
You
with
wanna
the
do
next one.
let's
Let's do it. Let's do
We
it.
have the burgers.
Where are they?
They are.
Oh my gosh, a burger
they
in
were
a wrap.
folded up. Can't remember where they went.
In the back?
They were, I put them in a green.
She has a burger. I'm eating the
I'll go out there
burger.
and
They
look.
might be in the big metal bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in there.
I'm just showing all the pictures of the different
Yes,
wrps.
yeah.
I'll go look to see. We brought burgers from Oregon that we made.
Mhm.
And we'll see, we can maybe
have the burgers last night. So Chef AJ got us some iceberg lettuce because we were going to do that. But then when we got here, we're like, oh, let's just go.
They were
up.
so tired. So we went to Zest and had a raw wrap, which was delicious, but not like this because it was wrapped in lettuce and a nori. So it was good, but it didn't have that toothsomeness.
Yes.
it just makes it so amazing because like Chef AJ is saying, it really is
The
filling.
chewing, you feel like you're eating bread. For those of you that miss bread, here's your way to have bread without flour, without gluten, without wheat, and at a low calorie density. So I don't know if I showed the cozy wrap.
That's like a Thanksgiving style.
Wow.
So there's like, you know, Thanksgiving style flavors. I tried to get as many different flavors in here as possible because
Tuna fish.
some people love certain ones more than others.
Did the raw community give you an award? I mean, they should, because I don't know anybody else that's doing it this deliciously and creatively.
Oh, you're so kind.
I mean, it's taking the world by storm.
I'm just so happy that I could help people find ways to not just, you know, have like gluten-free versions, but healthy ways to get a huge amount of vegetables in.
Would you go on Shark Tank and
Yeah. We'll see if I can find those burgers.
Okay. That would be interesting. Oh, there's the purple wrap.
passion.
Passion. That's with the purple sweet potatoes, kind of like how we did the last one. Yeah, the
BLT.
BLT.
This is so much easier because with an ebook we can't show.
Right, exactly.
Ebook,
Pizza wrap.
you could always print out the page of the ebook, but I so prefer the holding the book in my hand.
Yeah, and that's why I love Amazon, because I was able to get this printed and available to people who want. That's Dr. Greger's favorite wrap.
He's had it?
He's had it.
Dr. Greger for him.
His girlfriend at the time.
Oh,
yes.
Which one? No, just kidding.
But that's his favorite wrap, which is cool. He's like, this is a good one.
Wow. Oh, I know who you mean.
Yes.
Okay. Because he's that's great.
Yes, Green Goddess spinach wrap. That one's really popular. Actually, most people I've noticed, because you know, like I'm on social media, so people make the wraps and then they share which ones they get. They send me pictures, and I love seeing pictures of you guys making the wraps and tagging me on @RawFoodRomance. But the Green Goddess one, I've probably seen more people make that one than any of the other wraps.
I like the caramelized onion one.
Yeah, that one's
the
good.
caramelized onion wrapper.
Yeah, that's
probably my favorite. And what's cool is you can still sprinkle whatever topping you want. Like we'll do the everything but the bagel seasoning. Well, we make our own everything but the bagel, so it's no salt. But putting that on the caramelized wrap.
It's salt-free, everything bagel seasoning.
Oh, that's good to know.
The caramelized onion one is just really like a
something
pliable.
smells really good.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we brought the burgers down, just have them packed in a little parchment paper.
So we made those the other day because, like I said, we were going to make burgers here, but we ate out instead. So we're like, let's put those in the wrap.
Great idea.
Oh, troubleshooting. Now I noticed there's a few QR codes in here.
Yes.
When people scan it, what would that take them to?
So one of the QR codes takes you to a video that shows you how to know when they're done, because there's a special, like, you know, you press in the center to make sure that it's not like, there's no divots, so you know when it's done. So the video shows when you know when it's done, and it also shows how to roll the wraps as well. So that's a great video, and you just use your phone and take a picture of the QR code and it'll take you to the video. There's another QR code in there for all of the links to the stuff that we use. So the dehydrator, the trays, the spatula we love, you know, just variety of different
spatula
ingredients.
is key.
Yeah,
you might not think that you need this
yeah.
offset spatula, but without that, it's really tricky to get it nice and even. Because that's another key thing is when you actually are spreading the mixture on the silicone tray, to take your time. And I like to get down like eye level this way so you can really see how even it is. Because if it's too thick or too thin, then when you're actually wrapping it.
I use an offset spatula when I'm spreading it to make sure.
Yeah,
it would just take you 3 times as long if it was that one, because it's so small. You want the longer one, you can get good passes. It's kind of like a trowel if you ever did concrete or whatever. I don't know who does concrete out there, but it's basically the same kind of thing. But the thing is the more even these are, the better it is for the wrap, because you see how much we stuff in there.
Right.
Okay, now Chef AJ, you're gonna do this one yourself.
All right.
I'm excited. I gotta film
So
this.
you take about half? Is that about what you've been doing?
Yeah, approximately.
Wow.
We're in the
I mean,
And just
it feels,
spread it nice and thin.
it
and-
feels just like cream cheese.
Yeah.
Look at that.
But I swear,
I like it.
Right to the edge.
I was raised by a Swiss lady, a lovely Aunt Ramon, and she would always have something called Brisson cheese, and this smells and tastes like it.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's-
Yeah, right to the edge. Because if you go to the edge, especially in the corner, at the top where you're going to be ending the roll, you want it to stick together a little bit. So keep going. Keep going.
I really wish everyone could taste these.
Oh, I
I'm being
know.
so sincere. I don't say I like stuff when I don't. I mean, this is in the top 3 of taste thrills of my
Wow.
life.
Wow.
This, sushi, and nachos.
Man,
You
that's
know,
huge.
But like, imagine if we could put everything I like about nachos in here, and
Yeah.
everything I like
So
about
there's-
sushi in here.
I have a nacho wrap.
The nacho wrap
It's the Mexican.
with the nacho cheese.
Yeah, we put the
sauce.
nacho cheese in there, cashew sour
We
cream.
do like a burger.
Yeah,
like
we
a,
do the
a
burger, Mexican.
meat kinda
Actually,
crumble.
that have her taste a little chunk. I think there's one in there that's broken in
It
half.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's nice about these wraps? Not that a person would eat a wrap by
Right.
itself, but
Oh,
they
yeah,
could.
you totally
Whereas,
could.
like, you wouldn't really eat I mean, maybe you'd eat a wheat tortilla by itself, but not really. These wraps have so much flavor. They're vegan,
Exactly.
gluten-free, low fat.
Look at that cheese
that.
spread. Yes.
Try to get it
Oh,
all
so
on the
good.
end.
Look at you. Yeah, that's how it's done. That's how it's done.
It's like painting.
And then when you get a sec, Chef AJ, there's a chunk of the burger right there. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
try.
let's
I'll
see.
spread
Here,
mine.
let's see. I don't know what flavor this is.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Tastes like taco meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a low fat,
I taste like
like
tastes like taco meat.
yeah, it's like real taco meat, except you don't have the grease, and you don't have all the
Yeah.
other spunk,
I
but the
taste that.
flavors.
I taste chili powder. I taste cumin, maybe a little oregano in there. A little
You bet,
chipotle.
there's
That's what we
oregano,
want.
yep.
I just want the flavor
I
and the
make
texture.
I make a cauliflower chorizo. It's
Ooh.
cooked,
Ooh.
but the flavor profile reminds me of that.
Oh yeah,
So good.
because that's really what we want. We want those
But-
textures. We want those flavors.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So we can't use all of those because we need to save some for taco night.
Okay.
Because we're having taco night.
Well,
We made the
If you
tostada.
live anywhere in Placer County, Sacramento County, we have a meetup
Ooh.
tonight at 5 o'clock at one of the best vegan restaurants in the world, but also for sure up here, Zest Kitchen in Rockland. That's at 5 o'clock, and you
Got
can
some
meet
good
us all. And tomorrow at a private residence at Granite Bay. I cannot give that address on social media, but if you go to my meetup group, Healthy Living in Lincoln, then you can get the
Yes.
address, and
Keep
we have
us safe.
and Dr. John Scharpenberg, the 100 and almost 101-year-old physician, will be there.
Wow.
So yeah.
So
You remember we were talking like, what is old? Like, I mean, I would say, 90s, 100s. That's old. But it's funny when you're younger, when you're in your teens or 20s, you're thinking like, oh, 30, 40, it's so old. But when you're in your like 30s or 40s, you're like,
Talk to like Whole Harvest or somebody about mass producing this, because people would eat this.
they would. I like your
Yeah.
cheese spread.
Thanks.
Well, she does it crazy.
Do
Look at that.
Okay, so
Oh,
now the
that
next
looks-
step is the lettuce. So we
Okay.
can use that other stuff too.
Yeah.
Because you
Or what?
said some of this I shredded, but you said the secret is to not put it.
Oh, here, actually, let me see
Yeah,
that.
so certain lettuces, like we have the spine in
Yeah.
here. What we like to do is take the spine away, and you could eat the spine or
So spineless
yeah,
lettuce.
spineless
Spineless
lettuce.
lettuce.
Because the spine can kind of like cut into the wrap if
Especially
you're
with
You
romaine.
could just break it like
yeah,
this.
yeah,
You
you
could.
totally.
So
the
am I
green
going
leaf-
in the corners like this?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically you want the
I got
bottom
wrong way.
triangle.
Okay, okay.
The reason I do it that way is I like to go with the grain because I'm going to be rolling this way, right? So I like to have the grain.
I was gonna say the green leaf lettuce is a little bit softer, so the spine isn't as like
Mhm.
tough or hard as
Yeah.
romaine. Romaine is like, it's a really hardy spine, so that can have tendencies to tear the wrap, or just not roll as nicely. So we typically will cut that out, and we'll use that
Yeah.
just the spines as like a dip. You just eat them.
Right. Yeah. And if you do use the spine, you can put it in the center lengthwise like this.
Mhm.
So that way, when you roll it up, it kind of stays in the center part.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
AJ, you could even go a couple more inches if you wanted with your lettuce. And then all that shredded, you can just toss in there once you get the base
Yeah.
dialed.
And the cool thing about this is that that's why we called it a hand salad. And actually, shout out to my friend Angelica from Yoga Liberty. She's the
Yeah.
one that came up with the name hand salads because we were having burgers on a hike one time, and she's like, this is like a hand salad. So we went with it.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And the cool thing is you can fit so much in here, like you saw with Nate's. It's like a whole salad you're eating. Not only is the salad ingredients, but the wrap itself is made with fruits and vegetables.
wrap
So it's
itself.
like you're having a
Of course, an actual salad, typically, you know, you would have a lot more lettuce, but yeah, the ingredients that's in the wrap, it's definitely filling. And it's quicker to eat. Like, I mean, you saw how fast Chef AJ wolfed hers down.
I'm very fast.
Ted,
I'm the youngest of
Carr is
four.
fast too.
Ted Carr is fast,
Carr.
too.
I can go in a contest with Ted Carr.
Yeah.
Youngest of four children. If I didn't eat, somebody else would get it.
Oh, that makes sense.
You know?
Oh,
But
my
what's
gosh.
interesting is like, yeah, just how much faster it is to eat than actually eating a nice big hearty salad.
You'd be there forever.
30
Right.
minutes, like little, you know, it takes Lissa and I 30 to 40 minutes to eat one of our salads. It's a big salad. I mean, they weigh like a good couple pounds with all the ingredients. So a hand salad, one of these wraps, it's just, like I said, you know, you're traveling, you can eat it so fast.
Yeah, you can load it up even more.
Okay.
Let's do another.
Yeah.
Like we could take
Use
this
it
one.
all this lettuce.
I'll just bit.
Yeah.
So what I like to do, you can even go a little higher.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but you can go, see, here's the middle of the triangle. You can
Oh,
actually go like
yeah.
a good couple inches above that.
Yeah, just
Okay.
load it up.
Yeah, load it up, stuff
Good,
it.
looks good. Because if you don't put enough in, it's not as filling,
Yeah.
right? Like we want to get it nice
Yeah.
full. That looks
Stuff
good.
it.
That looks good. All
I
right.
think she should even go.
Yeah.
Like, might as well just
Check
use
out
the
another
rest of
one.
this.
okay.
It's good. Look at
All
that. You know, she's a hungry girl over here.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So next up, we've got the cabbage.
And just
So yeah, we don't have to use it all, but
I would
we
use it
can.
all.
Yeah.
I would just split that because that
Okay.
bowl was evenly split for those
Wow.
two
Okay.
wraps.
that much, huh?
All of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And
grab
what
it
I
and-
also what I like to do, remember, keep it kind of in the center.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
So
right.
that, yeah. So the edges don't get too
Got it. Sorry
hard
about
to-
that.
That's okay.
well, with
That's
the cabbage, you can kind of sprinkle it out. But
Yeah,
the
but-
bulk of your thing will be like right where my hand is, essentially.
Okay.
So it's like not in the center completely. It's kind of rolled back a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
seems to be the best
Put
for
this too,
rolling.
'cause
Yes.
it's pretty.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course. Mhm.
We'll use half. You
Yo.
can use half.
Okay, let's get this in here.
Yeah,
I'm
get
just
the
gonna take the
carrots
chunks
on there.
This is fun.
out.
These are Bailey's carrots. I hope she doesn't mind.
Oh, these were ours actually.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, we brought
And you
them.
could kind of spread it out a little bit, like,
Mhm.
because yeah, because you know you want to get a good amount in there. It's really
Yeah.
important to get a lot because it's not calorically dense.
No,
Carrots.
Right?
Vegetables are all 100,
Okay.
about 100 calories per
Yeah.
pound.
So then we can put some red peppers in there.
Yeah, I like red. I don't like green. They're too.
Yeah, the green ones are.
I know we do the red, the yellow,
Okay.
and the orange. So pretty too.
Then
That's the way. Right
there we go. Yeah. Then
Yes.
we're gonna put a little bit of some kimchi. So we'll just put that.
And there's a
on.
kimchi recipe in the hand salads book. Or is it just
It's just sauerkraut.
Okay,
You can put as
sauerkraut.
much as you want on there.
I didn't taste this by
It's
itself.
so good.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
And you buy this at the store?
Well, this is
Oregon.
Oregon.
Oh, well, that doesn't help us.
That's-
Okay,
yeah,
so-
she's a local. She's a local up there, Cindy Yee. Shout out to Cindy Yee once again because the
Yeah,
kimchi
so
is
good.
so good.
Okay, then the onions.
Yeah, you gotta have
That's
one
like my
onion.
favorite vegetable.
Just
I'll take whatever you don't.
no, we'll share. But like,
Okay.
am I doing it okay?
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
This is how I do it.
Okay, let me see how you do it.
She just grabs handfuls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then,
for
if
it.
that's
Yeah.
the case,
Yeah, get 'em.
I like a lot of
boom.
onions.
Oh no,
so-
onion is amazing.
Yes.
salad.
And it's great for the gut microbiome because
Yeah, you
it's
guys
high in
have
inulin. And then we have microgreens left. So
Mhm.
we will split this in half.
So good.
I wish, I don't really see what these taste like by themselves.
Yeah, they're radish, purple radish.
Oh, they're
So beautiful.
Yeah, they're so pretty.
They taste pretty good.
All right.
It's kind of like a radish.
That's because they're baby radishes. And then we cannot forget
The
the avocado. All right, so
Mhm.
here you can have this big nice one.
Nice.
I'll take this
Okay.
small one. And so what we like to do, we like to cut off the end
Mhm.
because check this out. When the spoon goes, it goes right through like that.
Ooh,
And you can scoop it right off real easy. There you go.
nice.
Ooh. And then just
Mhm.
that out.
Look at
Oh
that.
my gosh, right in the center part. So
That's
Oh,
what I'm talking about. Yep, here we go.
I don't know how people do this like for a living. They must be very talented. It's all
over
it's
and
nice
over
spread.
and over.
you know, I've never even been able to roll a burrito. So I know mine's not quite as pretty, but thank you.
Okay. All right. So,
You need to wipe your feet.
oh, I got
Okay.
that. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
This is the fun part right
This is the
here.
fun part. Okay. So what you want to do is, yes, pull up one side.
Actually, hold on one sec. I see just a little thing that we ought to do is
Maybe
whatever.
move
Yep,
these
I was
up a
thinking
little
just
bit.
moving
Yeah.
this. Let's just
So
go
it's
like
more
that.
in the
There
center.
we go.
Oh,
Because then when you bring up the corner, you want it to
Okay.
be in the center, right?
all right.
We
makes
want her to be
sense.
That makes it a
successful.
little
Roll up
bit
them
easier.
sleeves.
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go. We're getting dirty
Right
with
there,
it.
right there, right
Okay,
there.
so
Okay.
corner,
Yep.
corner to
Corner,
corner.
corner.
That's it. And then
Perfect,
hold
perfect.
those two
Hold
together.
the two together.
Yes.
Pull up the bottom.
Yes. Now keep all those together with
Yeah.
one hand, and you
And
can
you
stuff these little
yeah, you can-
corners. Yeah, what we like to do is go like this, just take and fold it in. Yep. Just
Yeah,
like
there you
fold.
go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
This is the
You're doing
hard
good.
part.
that's the hard
Okay.
part.
You're
Yeah,
doing good. You're doing good.
Stuff the corners.
that's it.
Okay. And now just gently just start.
Yeah, and yeah, totally.
This is the part I'm gonna mess
That's okay.
up.
No, you're doing good.
Grab
You're
from
doing
back
good.
here. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you're
yeah,
doing
keep
good.
it here, keep it going. Don't worry about holding it, and then just take your fingers. Yeah, just grip it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now give it
Now,
a little
tuck
squeeze.
it down. Yep.
Yeah.
Keep
roll it
rolling.
up.
Kind of push down with this part. That's
You
it.
got it. You got it.
This
Yeah.
is the hardest part is the roll.
There it is.
Doing
Push
good.
down with the whole thing, like force. Yeah.
There you
Get some
go.
force in there. Yeah, squeeze
There
the
we
fingers
go.
to tuck that
I've,
back
I've
in.
never actually had this be round before. Okay. It's not gonna be.
No,
as good as-
so don't fold it all the way.
Oh.
I mean, what I was going to say is if you roll it back this way, it can unfold,
Mhm.
right? But
So
that's
you keep-
perfect.
It's perfect. It's
Okay.
perfect.
When
Look at
I'm
how
eating
big
the
that
whole
is.
one, I just eat the whole thing. I don't even
Right.
cut it.
Look
Right.
at that.
Look at that. Okay, so corners
Charles,
in.
do you want to try to roll one?
Do you want to try?
No, let's watch. That's
Okay.
all right.
Hard.
Okay, so you have the two in the center. You pull up the bottom, right? And then you can tuck the corners.
Well, you've done this a lot.
I know, I've made like 500 of these.
Wow.
All right, and then you just squeeze.
Squeeze. Oh,
And it doesn't matter if the stuff
Okay,
comes
so I
out, right?
wasn't squeezing towards the middle. That's
Yeah,
what-
and
I
then you
get
just
it.
roll like this, roll like that, and there we go.
Wow.
So satisfying.
These are
stuff.
big ones though. They're big.
Yeah, that's okay. We gotta go to the movies. We don't want to
Yep.
be hungry.
That's it. Look at there.
Okay, let's see.
Back
what-
and forth
Oh,
with
here,
your,
hold on.
with your,
Okay.
with your knife.
We'll just cut this a little bit more so
Yep.
it doesn't.
Stick together.
Yeah,
There
there
it
we
is.
go. Nice cut.
And then the big.
But grab it like this.
And grab it so the edges are.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Feel. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna eat this. Who wants the other half?
Oh my
You
gosh.
or you?
Sure, sure.
You or you or you?
I'll share this one with Charles.
Okay.
All right, here we
Well,
go.
let's see.
I know I could definitely eat another
What's
one.
happening?
Who was supposed to put a burger in this?
Oh, you were. Oh, let's put
That's
a burger
okay.
in there.
No,
Let's
I
do
don't
it.
want. I don't want to open it up. It's
I'm
gonna.
gonna
We
open mine
just
up.
shove it in.
I'm
You
gonna
could
open mine up.
totally. You could take a bite and then a bite of the wrap.
Yeah. Okay,
Yep.
so go like this. Take this here.
If we were gonna put a burger in, at what point would it come in?
Any point, really.
Yeah, any point.
Yeah, you can
Probably
stuff
like
it in.
cabbage, but check this out. Let's say you do mess up and you forget something. Real quick,
Make a mess.
I'm just gonna unroll this just a slight. I'm gonna use my hand to hold the stuff in here. And then I'm gonna grab a chunk of the burger.
Mm.
I'm gonna roll
I'm gonna
this.
stuff that burger in there. And then we'll just put this back together real quick. Of course, you know, like how Chef AJ did, you just stuff it in there. But look at, just crunch it. Good to go.
Mhm.
Ah, burger's in there.
I feel bad for Charles and Bailey because they're not eating.
Yeah, we're gonna get Charles hooked up right now.
Good for you, Charles.
Do we want to
All right,
put,
thank
do we
you.
want to put the week, man, I'm bummed. We forgot. That was my bad. I was too enthralled with watching it all happen that I forgot. I had the burgers right here.
It's okay. Take a tiny little bite.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're gonna get Charles a chunk of burger too. Babe, did you get a chunk?
I did not.
Okay, here you go. There's a whole
Okay.
patty,
It's really good.
whole burger patty.
I'm telling Metless though, it's because of the burger book.
Right, right.
We'll give you
And we
a little
have that
chunk.
too available. It's all.
And then this one's for Charles.
Charles.
Thank you.
Burger for you.
And then we have 4 left for the tacos.
Mhm.
You know what I was thinking? We could do a dessert wrap.
Oh, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the dessert wrap.
Mm-hmm. I am actually testing some wrap recipes. It's a little harder with a sweet wrap because there's like more sugar.
Yeah.
So it gets a little bit more leathery. So I'm trying different combinations of things.
But I think if you just like took out the onion and the spices, any wrap would work, and then the filling would be the sweet part.
Into the filling.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing like zucchini because it's pretty neutral.
I wouldn't even worry about what the wrap tastes like. Just take out the onion and garlic.
Just put it in with sweet stuff in
and then
there.
put sweet stuff in it.
Like fruit.
Banana.
Yeah, like a fruit puree, or not a puree, but just a mixture, like a fruit salad in a way.
Hey, you want to show the Ninja Creamy while we're here? Because I have something that we can spin. I got strawberry already. I don't even know if you guys are enjoying this. Honestly, I can't see the chat. It's in the other room. So if there might not be anybody there right now.
I was like, all right,
Whatever.
they're just eating lunch. Yeah, the Ninja Creamy is great. And
you can eat that while you're working, Charles, because if you want, when we finish, we'll show you the Ninja Creamy.
It's funny how we would say, Lissa would say, we have 2 stomachs because you're really full. You've eaten a whole meal, dinner, whatever, lunch. But if somebody's like, hey, do you want dessert? There's something that's like, oh, I think dessert will fit. Like it just fits in there. There must be another stomach for dessert.
You know, Kathy Hester, right? She's got a new Ninja Creamy book coming out June 1st.
That is so cool. Yeah, the Ninja Creamy is a really, really cool machine.
The Ninja Creamy is amazing.
Look, Charles is going out.
Do you have your burger, Charles?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I'm going to add my burger in.
Yeah, just take a nice bite. And it's nice. It gives it like that extra flavor.
Yeah. So there was no tomato, but the burger, man. So I think the burger, totally maybe like right after the cabbage, maybe. And then put all the other stuff on top.
Salsa could be a good sauce, like pico de gallo.
That would be really good.
I know, like when people always say, "Oh, you don't eat anything." I eat more than, well, I don't know. I've never seen them eat. I eat more than him. I eat a lot. I just eat low calorie density.
Okay. So I'm gonna make room for the creamy. You keep eating.
Isn't that the most beautiful cutting board?
I love that. It's so pretty.
Well, look at it, how it looks on there.
I can give you guys the guy that makes it. He's been on the show. It's just extraordinary.
It looks
it's
so the way that
he does his
shape, the pieces, because from afar away it looks like it's rounded or like it's a bubble. It's so cool.
I'll put a link in the show notes if you want to get one.
So cool. Yeah, we should get one. I love his. And the open end is the better end to have for your cutting board, as opposed to like how this one's just a chunk of wood like that. It's still beautiful, but it's actually like better for your knife blade with a cutting board like this with those open ends. That's what I learned watching YouTube. All right, we'll get the creamy out here. We'll bust out. So I wasn't really sold on the Ninja Creamy machine when I first got it. Like I was like, I don't know, like maybe this is going to be more work than it's worth. But now, like, I don't even really want to make ice cream in the pan anymore.
Because it makes scoopable.
And it makes smaller portions. Like if you only want to have like
one
or 2 scoops, you don't have to make a full batch.
A lot of times,
and you can refreeze it.
Yeah, a lot of times at night, listen, I'm like, I want some ice cream, but I don't want to eat a whole batch of ice cream, because in the Vitamix, you pretty much need 4 bananas to have it work correctly. And that's just like, sometimes it's just too much. Then I feel bad wasting, so I end up eating it all, and then but
which wrap is this that we're eating?
Everything but the bagel. Just the reason why I make this one all the time is because we always have the ingredients on hand and I have it memorized because I've made it so many times, right? So that's the thing. People will get one and they'll be like, oh, I like this one. And then they make it again and they make it again and they make it again. And then they just, you just memorize how to make it. And it's really fast. Like it only takes me maybe 15 minutes to make 2 wraps for the dehydrator the night before. It's like so easy.
so it is so good.
And so worth it.
Not that I recommend eating while driving, but you could hold this in one hand and eat it.
Actually, Yeah, totally.
I've eaten them plenty
you
of
wanna-
times while Nate's driving.
You don't want to recommend that. But yeah, definitely. They're so easy to eat. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna set this creamy up here on the corner.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that'll be.
Remember, we gotta go to the movies. We gotta leave at 2:30, so we gotta
Okay.
get off before, just so
What
you
time
know.
is it? It's
Yeah, we'll
2
be
o'clock.
okay. And we'll spin it after you show the base.
Okay. Cool. So I'll get the base out. It's just in the freezer.
Oh, the one I made?
Yeah.
It was strawberry, yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, we haven't made one yet. We'll have to make some more.
So the one I'm gonna spin is, last week I put up a recipe for my version of Kathy Hester's best ever strawberry shake, and I just froze it. That was a present, I think, it had to be from, I think Sharon. It's beautiful.
I know, I love it.
Okay, let's grab this out real quick. Let's see.
Mm.
That top here?
Yeah, it'll be the red one,
Okay.
the pink one. It's just sad when it comes to an end.
I know.
It's sad when it comes to an end.
Oh, we're gonna be able to have these, I think, for dinner tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Tacos.
Mm. Oh, tacos.
But
We're gonna do a taco night.
I made extra. I'm gonna leave them with you
Mm.
so you and Charles can have.
Yeah, you can do your own taco
Yeah.
night.
Why don't you just leave her with
We made
me?
you shells. I can't do that. I have been away from her for over a month. It's been a really long month. I've missed her. I know, but
Aw.
we all need clones, and we definitely need to clone her because everybody needs a raw food romance. So check
We
this
should all
out.
just buy like a massive house and all live together.
So check this out right here. What did you put in here, Chef AJ?
Almond milk, strawberries, dates,
Mm.
chia seed.
Did you blend it first?
Yes.
So she blended it first. That's the one thing that I was like, I don't know if I want to like this because you have to blend it first. It definitely makes for a nicer ice cream. But there are different recipes. I've got a book out there too called Wholesome Scoops where I just throw in the chunks of fruit and everything there. But with the dates, it's a good thing she blended it. But so she's got this almond milk, strawberries, dates,
Chia seed, strawberries, of course.
oh my gosh. So look, what's cool with this machine is you can blend just the top half, or you could blend the whole thing, or say maybe you ate a bunch and there's only some left in the bottom, you can just blend the bottom. So maybe you just want one scoop, you could blend it. It works definitely best to do it twice. Scoop out a couple scoops, put the lid back on, toss it in the freezer, and it's good to go next time you want. That's the thing I really like about this machine is you don't have to eat this whole thing. You could just blend a little bit. Doesn't need to thaw or
Now, do you
anything.
like to take a little icy thing off the top?
I don't know.
It's working
I think
for
it's
me.
probably fine.
Okay.
So the machine here, you could, like as she's saying, you could see a little bit of ice on top. You could scrape that, but it's ice cream, right? So we'll be okay. So this is the container that the actual container goes into. Oh, cool. Look at, she's getting us some little ice cream cone dishes, even little waffle cone dishes.
I'm actually really full, but it is ice cream.
It'll
I
fit.
know, right?
It'll
That's
fit.
what's that.
We'll just have a couple bites.
Stomach.
Now let's
So this is really easy. You just have the one button, just flips this. You've got your blade in there. And essentially to clean this thing is really easy. You just pop this, the blade comes out, you rinse these two pieces. This is essentially the only thing that's getting messy.
I know. You never have to wash this part.
Right. The one downside I feel like is I wish that these weren't hollow on the inside. There's these little divots and they're hollow on the inside. So when you do have an empty one, you need to
This
scrub
is
it.
what it looks like.
Yeah. And so there's little holes here on the bottom of this. These just pop in, blink, right? And there it is. So this container can't move while it's spinning. And then we just put the lid on, kind of like a food processor, close it. And then we just slip it into the machine. It slides in, and then you just turn it to the side. And then we just turn it on. Hold on. Are we plugged in?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're plugged in.
Okay, so yeah, and maybe it wasn't pushed all the way to the top.
Yeah.
And this is the on button.
No, it's not turning on.
Wait a second. Hold on. It's plugged in all the
Oh,
way.
here we go.
Yeah, the plug wasn't plugged
There
in
we
all
go.
the way.
There's this
There we go.
technical
We had to
difficulty.
push the plug in.
So we just turn it on, and now we're going to push top. Oh, hold on. It actually doesn't like it when you turn it on without having this engaged. So now that we engage it, you see those are blinking up top.
Mhm.
Now we're good to go. So you just press top. We just want to do the top.
Really? You don't want to do the whole thing? Because there's 4 of us. I think you should do it all.
Okay, man.
I think you should spin
But you
it
know,
all.
it doesn't matter
It's
if
her
you do
kitchen.
or not.
Let's just do it. This is her kitchen. Okay, so we're gonna blend it. It's kind of loud.
I'm gonna go check the
We got the ice cream scooper. Mm. That's most of my wrap left. Right?
Cheers. That's so good. Yeah.
Not really, you know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. Mm. Mm. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I am so perfectly satiated.
Mm.
I'm not super stuffed, but I'm just like really comfortable. I feel amazing. Those wraps are really changing our life.
They have changed our life.
They have.
Because we would take the salads with us everywhere we go. We put them in the backpack. Our first salad we actually ever had together, one of the first, maybe it was the third salad we ever had together. We had it on the strip of Las Vegas. Just walking around Vegas with our backpack on, with our salad and our bowl and everything we needed. And we thought, we said, let's move to Vegas.
Exactly.
I think it was like 4 years later.
It may need to be respun because I've had it in the freezer for a while.
Yeah, I find that they always need to be respun. So you just push this button on the side, push this over, pop this out, and we'll just show you real quick what it's going to look like. It's kind of like powdery.
Yeah, so it has to be.
That?
You can sometimes add just a little bit of non-dairy milk, but I find if you respin it, it's usually perfect.
It's perfect. So we're just going to I always respin it. It just works better.
It tastes just like the strawberry shake. Instead, it's into ice cream.
So there's a respin button, or you could just simply start it again.
I do respin, yeah.
But yeah, we're going to do the respin.
Oh, that was so good.
So satisfied.
Yeah, very satisfying.
You can't finish your second wrap, huh?
He wants to.
But he also wants ice cream. Strawberries is his favorite.
Strawberry's so good.
Man, if I had one of these every day.
Well, we're gonna leave you with a bunch, so you'll have daily
Cashew
wraps.
cheese is that's like the flavor I'm tasting this.
Yeah, it's so good. And you can put whatever you want as the base. Like some people put hummus.
Hummus, yeah.
You could put hummus as a base.
Oh man.
You could do
You know what I've done, because again, I wasn't doing it raw. I put barbecue sauces. With
that's a
it.
good one.
And then I put my burgers in, my
Yeah.
smoky sweet potato burger.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about these wraps. You can it's a blank canvas. You can put whatever you want in them, and you can load them up with as many vegetables as you want.
I just worry somebody's going to take your recipes and they'll get them manufactured, and then it's like it should be you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We had all these plates here ready to serve it. We never actually used it.
We missed the plates. We just dug right in.
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna pop this out. Now let's look how it looks now that it's been respun.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
perfect. Now watch, let's check this out. So you don't even need to get this dirty.
Nope.
The only thing you need to clean is just rinse this off.
Or just lick it.
And yeah, exactly. Now look at this spread. Look at the scoop.
Oh
Boom.
my gosh.
Now, if we did add just a little bit of literally like a half a tablespoon of milk.
Yeah, and respin it would be like,
Yep.
pink on pink is weird, huh? But Lissa loves pink.
I love pink.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Oh
Boom.
my gosh.
Yeah, or you do like a little date syrup if you do date
I
syrup.
have date syrup and California balsamic vinegar.
Oh my gosh. Well, you could throw a little balsamic in there, strawberry balsamic. Probably would be pretty tasty.
You like pink.
Oh, yay.
So now check this out. Say this is, you have some left. You can just kind of push it back down a little bit. And they say it's best to try to make it flat. So we just try to like flatten it down a little bit and then just refreeze.
Oh
this.
my goodness.
Toss
Yeah, we
this
probably
back
could
in
have
the
added a little
freezer.
milk and respun, but still the flavor's there.
Oh my gosh. This is so good.
So
Charles,
take
Hop in here.
take Kathy Hester's shake
Mm.
recipe or my variation. I'll post the link and put it in your
Wow.
creamy.
Wow.
Strawberry ice cream, no sugar, no dairy, low calorie density,
Yep.
Mm.
and
Yeah.
about 6 dates in the whole thing.
What
Oh
I'm
my-
seeing too, like how AJ was saying, adding just a little bit of liquid off that first spin,
We'll do that tomorrow with the
Mhm.
leftovers.
and then it makes it to where it is just, you can't tell that it's not a dairy-based ice cream.
Oh, so good. Mm.
Oh, my sister is like so in love with it. I had to take the machine home, but she's like bummed because she was making ice cream. We were making some really good flavors. And you could mix in other stuff.
Yeah, mix-ins.
Mix-ins. You could mix in some
Oh
fresh
yeah,
fruit.
they have a mix-in button, don't they?
Yeah. You could mix in, like, say you get some freeze-dried
Oh, yeah.
raspberries.
I have freeze-dried strawberries right now.
Hey,
We
okay.
do that tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
We'll add the freeze-dried strawberries.
If we have time, maybe we'll go live for our dinner eating.
Oh, we could make the
Mm.
tostada live.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
That's so
And
good.
we'll respin this.
You just have wraps and ice cream. Like, where could you get that?
Right.
We're so deprived.
I better finish my wrap though.
Mm.
I better finish my wrap.
Well,
I'll save a couple
we
bites.
want to clean up a little bit and
Yeah.
get Bailey out before
Yeah.
it's bluey.
Yeah, we better do that.
So come join us tonight, 5 p.m. at Zest Kitchen in Rockland.
Mm.
And tomorrow at noon in a private residence at Granite Bay for our potluck.
Yes, it's gonna be so much
Oh,
fun.
gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Mm.
So fun.
Thank you.
Thank you
Oh,
so
don't
much.
forget, wait, don't get the book. Get the book. All right, I'll go back and say goodbye to them.
Okay.
Talk until I get there.
Okay, yes, and so you can get the print version on Amazon, or you can get the digital version on the PayHip site. Link in the description box. But if you do get the digital version, please use the 40% off code RAWFOOD40 to get 40% off. There's no discount on the print one because Amazon decides that stuff. So
And then be sure to check out, if you don't have our dehydrator already, Excalibur.
Oh, yes.
Running a discount for the Memorial
Yeah.
Day weekend. So, that's
So
cool.
send me the word Excalibur on Instagram at Raw Food Romance, and you'll get the link to Excalibur. Some of them like up to 55% off, like huge sales.
Huge.
All righty, guys. Thank you so much. Maybe kill your volume over there. Thanks so much for watching another episode of Chef AJ Live. Please come back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time for Dr. Gustavo Tolosa. Back to Basics. He's going to be making 3 incredible recipes. I think they're from his new book. And Monday, it's Memorial Day. We're going to go at 10 o'clock with Maureen Craig, who's also going to be cooking in my kitchen. And I'm also going to be eating in my kitchen. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.